Quickly, we'll look at the America's Choice plans, and then we'll wrap this thing up on a couple health share talking points. But America's Choice, the $1 million plans, we've added these to the sites now. They are live. These plan structures, you're going to go through here and look at it. They look very, very similar to how the Value Bronze works with the SBA. What's the difference? Some of these benefits do look more advantageous, and in ways they can be. But again, you're looking at a plan that's reference-based pricing. So just because it says you have a $1,000 copay when you go to the hospital, that doesn't mean that that's going to be the final cost. Because they could get balanced billed and reference-based pricing. Just because it says maternity copay, or that's emergency room. I don't think this has maternity benefits. It does. Yep. Just because it says a $250 copay for maternity, it doesn't mean that's going to be the final cost. So there's a number of instances where, yeah, that is the final cost, but there's instances where it's not. My job, I'm product agnostic, okay? My job here is to make sure that you have the tools you need to be able to write business and the gotchas, the know-hows. Every plan has its strengths. Every plan has its weakness. There is no one plan that solves everyone's problem. And these are just things that maybe others don't go in depth of where plans break, but I do. I want you to know. But this is a very good plan, and it's priced very good. So, yeah, there are some advantages in pricing. You're going to save some money up front. That can offset some of that potential balance billing, right? But just keep that in mind that that's there. But these plans, again, you get a number of copays per year. So when you look at it, although it's $1 million benefit, once you exceed the number of days allowed, then there is no benefits, similar to Value Bronze. So if there's questions, type that in the chat box. If not, I'm going to keep going. So let's look at Select Silver. This is actually our oldest product line or membership that's been on the platform. This is an exclusive build of USA Health Plans. We set this up back in March of 2016. We actually still have members on the books from that time frame, which is amazing. Kind of how HealthShare works. I get it. Not everybody's comfortable with HealthShare. You don't have to be. That's fine. I'm not going to give you the hard sell. I want you to know it's there, because there are millions of Americans that use HealthShare as their benefit. And it is a very viable benefit for a lot of people, but it doesn't work for everyone, but it does work for a lot of people. So when you're writing HealthShare, the main thing you have to understand is that HealthShare, when we look at Select Silver or we look at NetWell, the Pure Cat, these are not insurance benefits, okay? Now, they're going to operate similarly, like you're going to get a card, you're going to pay a monthly member due, and the plan's going to share in your medical needs. But HealthShare, it's important to understand you cannot use insurance language with HealthShare because it's not an insurance product. You cannot say deductible. I get it. We all hate our deductible, but guess what? A deductible is actually an insurance benefit. And you cannot say deductible when you are talking about HealthShare, because HealthShares do not have a deductible. There is no guarantee. So when we're talking about no guarantee, it's important to understand why we have Select Silver, why we work with Altrua. It's because there are 5 or 6, I guess it is, entities, health shares, that are grandfathered into the Affordable Care Act. All right. So, and that gives them what's called a CMS recognition status. So what that means is that to have that CMS recognition status, the health share had to have been established prior to the year 2000. They've had to share continuously in their members' medical bills since the year 2000. And they have to perform public audit each year for CMS to maintain that recognition status. Select Silver carries that recognition status. So you're looking at a 24-year-old membership. The members are all tied to the Altrua Health Share. This membership, again, is on its 6th year, 7th, 8th, 2016. I can't even do math. 8th year. It's very stable. We've only seen 2 minor rate increases over the years. It's worked for a lot of people. And so what really it's designed to be, it's the cost savings mechanism. Simple as that. Do you want major medical or do you want a cost savings mechanism? Now, HealthShare does have pre-existing condition limitations. Most pre-existing conditions are going to have a 2-year wait for sharing. Some are going to have a 5-year wait. I'll make it really easy for you. Well, 1, it's all right here. but 2, stuff that's major, heart-related, cancer, diabetic type 1, you know, the typical majors, those are going to be 5-year waits for pre-X. But most of your basic stuff, you know, your everyday medical conditions, 2 years. What's the first thing you notice about this? It does not share in office visits, preventative. This is a facility plan. This is for big ticket items. Think of this as act of God, catastrophic type event. This is where you use the plan. So sometimes we have this plan gets sold wrong, and I don't want you to sell it wrong. Member enrolls in this plan, 8 months go by, mom goes in, takes the kids to the doctor's office, they do their checkups, they come back, they pay all this money out of pocket, and they're pissed off because this plan didn't pay for anything. Well, that wasn't the point. What you're forgetting is that I just saved you, you know, $1,000 a month for the last 8 months. I saved you $8,000 in premiums you would have forked over to major medical. Don't lose sight of that, okay? You are basically self-funding your own everyday medical needs when you're going to go on a plan like this. But it can provide a really great benefit for the major events. 100% sharing, hospitalization, outpatient treatment. You know, there's a lot of health shares that don't have outpatient treatment. You know, some of these other limited medical plans don't either. Health share can be a great benefit from there. You know, especially when you get into the dependent world. I mean, you're talking about a member spouse in their 50s at $474. It's pretty great. Now, here's one thing you have to keep in mind when you're offering health share. There is going to be an extra phone call at claims time, okay? So this is not built on and I shouldn't say claims. I need to take that back because in the health share world, it is medical needs. When members have medical needs, there is going to be extra phone calls because all members walk into a facility as a cash payer. So USA Health Plans is here to help. If and when your member is in a situation where extra phone calls need to take place, that's why we have our HCSM concierge program in here.